I love that song. Every time I hear it, it gives me the goosebumps again. Welcome, everybody. If you can hear me clearly, please type Y in the chat box. Please type Y in the chat box. Fantastic. Thank you guys for being here today. This is our, what day is Thursday? Thursday evening, afternoon, or morning, depending on where you're logging in from. Live webinar presentation for Shopping Sherlock. This is our international presentation. We have people logged in here from the UK and America. So welcome all of you that's here today. You know, my background, I've been in this industry for 16 years. I am a global out of Los Angeles, California. And I've had a lot of success in this industry. I was blessed enough to be able to retire and walk off my job at the age of 36 years old. And I don't say that to impress you, but to impress upon you that there is a better way from a 9-to-5 job type mentality. There is another way to find financial security for yourself and your family. And the key is finding the right business, and not just the right business, but the right business in the right industry. See, I want to use just real quickly an example of Blockbuster Video. That was a business that was a $1 billion brand. Great business, but they made one fatal error. They did not pay attention to the trends of the industry. Netflix comes along, and they did not adapt. See, Bill Gates said something very powerful. There's only two types of businesses out there today. Businesses doing business on the internet and businesses going out of business. So I'm going to share with you a business that is not only in the right place, but also at the right time, and this is indeed the opportunity that you have been looking for. You see, the internet isn't a fad. It is a platform for evolution in communication, commerce, and culture. How many of you were on the internet 20 years ago? 10 years ago? Today. This is not going away. We can't run from it. We can't hide from it. Your opinion doesn't matter on this. See, success is getting in front of the right trends at the right time and executing. We're taking advantage of the fastest growing industry on the planet today, which is called e-commerce. This is the greatest economic shift in wealth in the history of mankind, the modern day gold rush, the second industrial revolution. More and more people are opting to shop online rather than going to the local brick and mortar stores. And just to show you how big this industry has grown, in 2003, it was a $55 billion industry. 9 years later, it grew to $1 trillion. So if those numbers really don't mean anything to you, let me put that in perspective. The automobile industry revolutionized the world in every single country on the planet. But it took 100 years for the automobile industry to reach $1 trillion with multiple competition. Because there's not just one automobile company. But it took it 100 years. E-commerce did it in 9 years. And by 2018, it is expected to be a $5 trillion industry. If we as a company just got 1/10 of 1%, we are a $5 billion company, just the scraps alone. And guess what? We have no competition right now. And even if we did, there's so much out there that you can have 50 Sherlocks and we still become $1 billion company. So introducing you to the next giant web innovation is called Shopping Sherlock. We help find you the best deals on product and services that you buy anyway, all from the comfort of your mobile phone. Everybody has a mobile phone. Did you know that there are more people alive today in the world than have died in all of human history combined? That's a staggering statistic. But what that tells me is all of these people will one day have a smartphone in their hand. The greatest real estate on the planet is on your smartphone. Anybody watch the Pacquiao-Mayweather fight this past weekend? I did. You know what I was watching? Not really the fight, because it really wasn't much of one. But what I saw were all the people in the audience with their cell phones in their hands. And these are all millionaires and billionaires. All have their cell phones in their hands. The company itself is 3 years old this month. We've been in profit since our second month in business. We're debt-free. We're backed by CEO Mr. Michael Weeder. He's an internet marketing guru. He has years of success in online expos. He has funded and consulted for other network marketing companies. We're also backed by Laurel Langmeyer. She's known as the Millionaire Maker. She's the best-selling author of 5 books. She's helped thousands of people become millionaires. She's even been on a movie called The Secret. You can look her up on the internet. She is an investor and co-owner of Shopping Sherlock. Now, most companies, even though I said we're 3 years old, so we're new, but we're not that new. But most companies go through 4 phases of growth: formulation, concentration, momentum, and stability. Right now, Sherlock is in the formulation phase. We should reach concentration phase by September on our UK convention. But massive growth takes place in the momentum phase. I want to use a company called Nu Skin as an example. In their first 5 years, from 1984 to 1989, they became $40 million in their formulation phase. Then in 1 year, they went from 89 to 1990, $200 million they added to their company. Then from 1990 to 1993, they added $1 billion, and over 500 millionaires were created during that time. So there is no better time to be involved with us than right now. And again, well, let me tell you this. People ask me, what is Shopping Sherlock? What do you actually do? Well, for those of you that are confused, we are a search engine. Even though we're a mobile app, we utilize a search engine like Google. So if you've ever used Google before, this should be easy to understand. But when you Google something, does Google bring up to you the cheapest price on what you're looking for? No. Google brings up to you the most popular websites, the websites with the most internet traffic, the websites that have spent the most money on advertising dollars. Here's what the Sherlock does. You type in what you want, and it's going to search the entire internet to find you the best deals on items that you want to buy anyway. We like to say, don't Google it, Sherlock it. It's going to help you save both time and money. Now, we don't do this publicly, but I want to show you guys just the difference on what all product-based companies are going to have a problem with. And it's this product. I'm going to use Nu Skin as an example. They sell cell renewal fluid for $74. The product works. It's great. I've used these products before. But because of the internet, why would I pay $74 for it when I can Sherlock it and get the same product for $46? Jeunesse has the same problem. They also sell a cellular rejuvenation serum, $134. Great product, it works. But why would I pay $134 from Jeunesse when I can Sherlock it and get it for $60? What about other things that you buy on a daily basis? What about print cartridges? Here's print cartridges that I buy. Office Depot, $71. I Sherlocked it and got it for $13.99. That's $57 savings. So I don't know, what am I going to pay? $71 or $13? If you're smart, $13. I don't know anybody that wants to pay more money. What about golf clubs? VR Pro driver, $479 from the Nike store. We Sherlocked it and got it from Global Golf for $149. That's $330 savings, 69% off. Someone says, well, how are you able to get a better price, Brandon? How does Sherlock do that? So you're not buying anything from Sherlock. We just search the internet to see who's selling this product. Global Golf can't compete with Nike. So Global Golf would never get ranked higher than Nike on Google, so nobody would ever find them. But Global Golf will pay a company like us to bring them customers, so you can get a better price. What about Michael Kors coat? Macy's had an online sale for $219. We Sherlocked it and got it for $134 plus free shipping. $85 savings on an item you're going to buy anyway. See, here's my point. My point is that most people live on a fixed income. They go to work, they get paid, they pay their bills, and whatever's left over they use to buy food, clothing, they go shopping, entertainment, and that's their monthly budget. And then they got to wait till next month till they get paid again to do it all over again. What if we can show you how to save up to $300 back into your household every single month by continuing to buy the same things you buy anyway? You just Sherlock it first. That's the only step you do different. Sherlock it. Now, how do you capitalize? You give our product away for free, and you build a team of people that do the same thing. Here's your advantage. We pay out 68% on every dollar. We have no product to inventory. Think about that. No samples that you have to pass out. No product that you need to buy and you end up having stocked up in the garage, the van, or the trunk of your car. No product that you have to convince grandma to drink so that she can feel better. It's items that you want to buy anyway. We give away the product for free. And we help people save time and money on the search. My wife thinks she's the bloodhound of the internet and will spend 2 hours just to get a $20 savings. The Sherlock could do the same thing in 5 seconds. Now, how does this work? Everybody has a cell phone or a smart device. All you have to do is download the app to your smartphone. Your smartphone now is becoming the mouse of the world for you. But here's the catch. Even though anybody can download the app, not everybody can use it. You need to have a special invite code. It's just like if you guys have been paying attention to the radio, we've got Mother's Day coming up on Sunday. And different radio stations will say, hey, go to 1-800-Flowers.com, click on the radio mic, and put in this special code, and it's normally the name of the DJ, and you'll get like 40% off. Well, this is how it works same way. Every single person in the business is given their very own unique ID code so that they put that in. Now you can access the app and use all the savings. That code now is able to track all of your customers so that you get credit for everything that's being done. Now, here's a couple of features on the app. Now, some of you may be like my wife. My wife says, yeah, I understand that I can save money shopping online and all that, but my wife's, her main goal is not to save money. Her goal is to go shopping. So she says, I like to go to the stores, try things on, touch, feel, and look at items. I say, great, go ahead and do so. But when you find something that you want to buy, before you pay for it, pull out your phone, which she will have on her, open up the Sherlock app, and type in the search bar what it is that you want to buy, and see if the Sherlock can find you a better deal. Better yet, we even have what's called the price scanner, where you can actually scan the barcode of the item in the store. Scan that barcode and see if the Sherlock can find you a better deal. And instead of me telling you about it, let me show you an example. If this 9-year-old boy can do this, so can you. Take a look at this.
My name is Talangwasa, and I'm going to be showing you how to use our Shopping Sherlock scanner. I'm scanning Fibber. The price is $19.97. But if I scan it here...
Can you show how you get to it?
Okay, I go on the Shopping Sherlock app, then I look for price scanner. I press price scanner, I press scan now, and then I get the price. The price is $19.97, and if I scan it, I press view detail page, and then my price is $7.49.
Okay.
Compare with that awesome price. Bye-bye.
Okay, come
I like how his eyes get all big when he says awesome price. And I'll be seeing him on Saturday. He's a great young man. Anyways, think of the power of that. You know, a lot of stores even have we will match your price. So you can scan the item, take it up to the clerk and say, hey, I found a better price online. Will you match the price? I know that Walmart will, because Walmart is always competing with Amazon. So they'll match the price. So it's like you're walking around with your very own personal shopping assistant. We also have a feature that's called, you can book your hotels and flights. We took the cruise to Jamaica and the Cayman Islands last month, and I booked my flight and hotel to Miami through the Sherlock. I'm taking a trip to Birmingham, UK for our UK convention in September. I've already booked my hotel through the Sherlock. I haven't booked my flight yet, but that's going to be next. We even have a daily deals section that is attached to Groupon. What that means is based on geolocation. So anywhere you are, companies are always offering discounts and coupons up to 70% off. So you have access to that. And we're even putting our own together that's in beta right now called Best in Social, where you can sign up a business to the Sherlock. And when you sign up the business to the Sherlock, anybody who shops through that business, you get paid because you're the ones who sign them up. And the best thing about the business is they can sign up on the Sherlock for free. Doesn't cost them anything. We have a fantastic marketing system that's going to allow you to track all of your customers from anywhere around the world. Do you think Americans or people from the UK are the only ones who shop online? Absolutely not. People in other countries shop online far more than we do in America. The fastest growing country right now is Kazakhstan. They take one look at the app and they're like, where do I sign up? Because that's all they do. They do that all day long in other countries because they're able to access stores that they don't have in their neighborhood. They don't have a Walmart or a Best Buy in every city. So they can buy things from different countries. So how would you like to get paid in a different country with people who speak a different language in a different currency while you sleep? I love that idea. We're worldwide. If you have internet access and a cell phone, you can build this business from anywhere on the globe. Now, as an affiliate, you can benefit even more. You share the free product with your friends, and as they benefit, so do you. As of right now, the Sherlock is worth $2.50. What does that mean? Well, it's just like Facebook. Right now for Facebook, every active Facebook account is worth $2 a month to Facebook. They've got 1.5 billion users every single month. So anytime somebody is using the Sherlock and we have an active account, you're getting paid $2.50 a month on that Sherlock user. They must be actively using it. They just can't download it and not touch it. They must be actively using it. Now that may not be a lot of money for you. But what if you had 500 downloads? What could an extra $1,000 a month do on top of whatever you're making right now for you? I don't know. You may not be able to walk off your job, but you might be able to change your zip code. Change the type of car you drive, the clothes you wear, the food you eat. Change the school you send your kids to. Stop that repossession. Pay off the credit card debt. Save for that vacation you've always wanted. $1,000 a month on top of what you're making can be life-changing just by giving something away for free. Now, the cost of getting started is a one-time $249. That is less than the cost of the smartphone in your hand right now. The monthly is just $34.95 a month. That's less than your monthly cell phone bill, less than a day's cup of coffee, $1.15 a day, and you're in business. Now, here's how you can earn $500 a month without having to recruit anybody in the business. Number one, use the product yourself. I've saved thousands of dollars using this product. $200 a month in product savings just by you Sherlocking things before you buy it. The tax benefits you get from owning your own home-based business. See, here's where with Sherlock, nobody could ever say, I spent more money than I made. You can never say that with our company. Total cost of being in our business for the first 12 months is $668. Just the tax benefits alone will be up to $1,500 back in your pocket, even if you don't make a dime in the company. So you're already in profit just for signing up. And then give the Sherlock away to 100 people. An extra $200 a month on top of that. So you just added an extra $500 back in your pocket. And that's great, but I believe in leverage. I believe in not me doing all the work. I believe in building a team. So here's what happens when you build a team. There's over 9 ways that we get paid. Every time you enroll 2 people in the business, you're going to earn a $100 fast start bonus. There's no limit to how many you can personally enroll. However, we only have 2 teams, one on your left and one on your right. So what happens if you enroll more than 2? Well, this opens up another way we get paid. The next person's going to fall under the next available position on your team. We call that spillover. So now, every time you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, that triggers one cycle. You're going to make $50. I had a gentleman call me yesterday. I haven't heard from him in about a couple of months. He's been very busy in his business because of tax season and hasn't had a chance to even look at the Sherlock. And he logged in his back office and saw he had 40 people in his downline, and he only enrolled 1 and was trying to figure out how that happened because of spillover. So now every 2 on the left and 2 on the right is $50. Most companies pay you 5 or 7 levels deep. Ours is through Infinity. To use an example, in my last company, I was one of the top producers. I was making over $20,000 a month. We put in 6,000 people in a year and a half. Problem was, I was only getting paid on 2,000 because 4,000 of them was below the 7th level. I was not getting paid on them. Imagine what I would have made if I was getting paid on them as well. Here in the Sherlock, we get paid down through Infinity. Somebody joined my team last night that fell on my 60th something level. So it just keeps going and going and going. How would you like to be able to earn $2,000 to $8,000 a month following a simple concept that we call the power of 2? It's not about you going out there recruiting a whole bunch of people. We want you giving the Sherlocks away. But let's just say you just tell 2 people about this your first week of the business. This is an 8-week game plan, 2 months. Your first week, you tell 2 for $249. Your second week, do you go get 2 more? You can. But what if you just help those 2 get 2? Your third week, you help those 4 get 2. Everybody's focused on making their first $100. Get the first 2 people in the first week. At the end of 8 weeks, 8 levels deep, you're now at $2,000 a week. Who would love to have an extra $2,000 a week just by following the power of 2? Most companies out there, you can't even start to earn a major income unless you enroll 3. This is just 2. I talked to Pete Hamby. He's a global out of South Africa yesterday. He flew over to Hong Kong, and they put 30 people in the business in a week and promoted 3 powers. You'll see what that means in a moment. But they're all doing the power of 4, not the power of 2, the power of 4. Imagine what their incomes are going to look like. But some people may be a little slow. You know, maybe not be able to do it in a week. Someone's going to mess around and enroll 10. Someone's only going to do 1. Just want to use an example. But what if it takes you 30 days? It takes you 30 days to find your first 2. It takes them 30 days to find their first 2. It takes them 30 days to find their first 2. So you're 3 months in. You haven't made a whole lot of money yet. But this is exponential growth. This is a marathon, not a sprint. If you're looking for a get-rich-quick scheme or scam, you are in the wrong place. Long-term income is what we're building here. 8 months from now, or going into Christmas, how would you like to be having an extra $2,000 a month on top of what you're making just by duplicating 2, getting 2, getting 2? Now, another way we get paid is now that they've paid their $249, everyone is paying their $34.95 a month. So now every 2 on the left and 2 on the right that paid their $34.95 gives you 1 cycle. You just made $10, and that's residual every single month for every 2 on the left and 2 on the right. That's why it starts to build up real fast as your team starts to grow. Now, all references to income implied or stated through this document and the Shopping Sherlock comp plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings from the Shopping Sherlock comp plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. Now, here's our ladder of success for those of you who want to reach the top of the company. See, we start off as an affiliate, and as an affiliate, you're going to get paid for all the Sherlocks that you personally give away. But if you want to give yourself a raise, just give the Sherlock away to somebody else. Did you also know that your customers can also give the Sherlock away to other people and you get paid for it? That's right. We're going to have a loyalty program that's going to reward our customers for getting customers for you. But if you want to get paid on your team, you must become a star affiliate. Personally enroll 2 and have 5 Sherlock downloads. Now you can earn up to $2,000 a week on your organization. It goes down through infinity. The next position is called Power Affiliate. Power Affiliate, you must personally enroll 4 and have a team of 12 on your team and 10 Sherlock downloads. If you do this in your first 15 days, not of when you sign up, but of when you do your first personal enrollment, so you could be in the business for 3 months, but you finally sign somebody up, that's when the 15-day clock starts. You're going to get a $200 bonus. You get a raise, you now can earn up to $3,000 a week, and you're going to get a 20% check match on all the people you personally enrolled, all the Sherlocks they give away. You're going to get a 20% check match on them. The game-changing position is global. This is what caught my attention. Number 1, you get a raise. You now can earn up to $20,000 a week. You need to help 12 people become a power just like you. If you hit global in your first 180 days, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus check. You're also going to get a 20% check match. 20% check match on your team. That's not just the people you enroll, but every single person on your team. This is what caught my attention. Because if you help 600 people on your team make $100 a month each, that's over $12,000 a month. Why did that catch my attention? Well, I use my last company as an example. I had over 6,000 people on my team, and I was getting a 20% check match, but only on the people I personally enrolled, which was about 150. What if I got a 20% check match on all 6,000? That's 6 figures a month. That's, to be honest with you, on this comp plan, that's the only thing I look at, 20% check match. But even more impressive is you're no longer considered just an affiliate of the company. You're considered a co-owner of the company. You're going to get a 2.5% equity in the company that's set aside for all of the globals. So as an example, when this becomes a billion-dollar company, and it will, all of the globals are worth $25 million combined. So for those of you who are saying, you know, I'm looking for security, I'm looking for stability, you know, a 9-to-5 job's not going to get that for you. No, the state government already says 97% of all Americans will retire broke, depending on family, government, and friends by the age of 65. 97%. No more pension, no more savings, no more 401k. Your house is a liability and not an asset. Social Security is a joke. Can you imagine working for 30 years just to get a $30,000 raise after 30 years? I'd rather put my head down 3 to 5 years in an internet-based mobile app company where I can own equity in it. That's where millionaires are created. And the top position is called Diamond Affiliate. Diamond Affiliate, you get the same as a global, but you get a raise. You're not going to get a 30% check match on your entire team. And when the next global gets promoted, they're going to get the 20%. But because you're a diamond, you're not going to get a 10% check match below. There's only 2 diamonds in the entire company. For our first $1 million earner, Simon Brooks out of the UK. Those of you in the UK are on his team. And Chuck Williams in St. Louis. Now, here's the powerful thing about Simon. You know, the Kazakhstan is the fastest growing country right now. We've got a woman there who has made more money over the last 5 months than the average person in Kazakhstan makes in 15 years on a job. They put almost 5,000 people in business. Simon doesn't know anybody in Kazakhstan. He doesn't speak the language. He's never been there. But since he's the upline diamond, he's getting a 10% check match on every single person. How would you like to override an entire country? We have less than 5,000 active reps in the United States alone. Nobody knows who we are. We are wide open. How would you like to override the U.S., Canada, Mexico, South America, Asia? 5 years from now, we know 75% of our business is going to come out of Asia. Who do you know somewhere else? And you override the entire country. Fortunes are going to be made by those who get involved now, and the people who's going to make the most money in our company don't even know we exist yet. My goal is to make sure you guys have the biggest net possible so that they fall on your team. So how would you like it 90 days from now your life can be completely different? Imagine how you feel to be able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. That's what I do. I just got a note from my son this morning that we've got to take a field trip to the LA Arboretum next Friday. And because I don't work a job, I am the chaperone. Me and a bunch of moms. And they look at me funny like, why aren't you working a job? I say, I am working. I'm still getting paid. I work from home. Now the time to get started is now. You want to get back with the person who invited you. Let them know whether you're in or out. If you're in, great, pull out your credit card and get signed up, because if you hesitate, somebody's going to sign up after or before you, and remember how we work. You're going to end up in their downline when it could have been you in theirs, or the other way, they in yours. I know a woman in the UK who lost out on 20 grand because her friend signed up before her because she hesitated, and her friend hit a position in like a couple months. If you decide this is not for you, that's okay as well. We still like you. At least do yourself a favor. Download the app, try it out, and save yourself some money. I've got a friend of mine who makes $1 million a year, and I saved him over $5,000 on a TV that he wanted to buy. 78-inch, flat screen, smart, curved TV. Regular price over $10,000. He found it online for $8,900. I Sherlocked it in a couple of seconds and got it for $34.79. I don't care how much money you make. $5,000 is $5,000. Right? Now, if you decide to join us, we are not going to throw you out to the ocean to see if you can sink or swim. We're going to teach you how to build your business every step of the way. We have webinar and presentations taking place almost daily. That's right. This is the first out of 2 presentations today. I'm doing another one exactly 6 hours from now on the same link right here, liveonedream.info. So if you like what you hear, you can come back in 6 hours, bring some guests, and let me do all the work for you. You don't even have to explain the business. Just invite them. The person who does the best at promoting and inviting makes the most money. Look at Mayweather and Pacquiao again. $400 million fight. They were promoters, not boxers. That's their, if you want to put down their, what do they do for a living? I'm a promoter. So you promote this business, you get paid. We're also building a culture in our company, a family atmosphere environment. We are all in this together, all around the world. And in fact, I'm going to close by playing one of my favorite videos highlighting the culture of Shopping Sherlock. I thought about playing the cruise, but I want to play this one. I like the music. So sit back, enjoy, get back with the person who invited you. If you've got any questions, they can put you on a 3-way call with me, and we can help get you started and get you set up. We have a great, you realize that this year is almost halfway over? Whatever you do now is going to dictate how your Christmas is going to be. And the Christmas season is the best time of year for us. Why? Obvious reasons. Everybody's shopping and they want to save some money. So start to build your team now and be prepared for that. And those of you in the St. Louis area, we have a Super Saturday this Saturday with Diamond Chuck Williams. The CEO, Michael Weeder, is going to be in St. Louis. I am doing a presentation in Los Angeles at the Holiday Inn in Burbank. We're going to be streaming live from St. Louis to LA. So those of you who are in the audience are going to be able to see that. So if you know anybody in those areas, invite them out. And then be prepared. Our next convention is in England. I've never been to England before, and this is going to be my first time going to Birmingham and September 12th and the 13th. I'm really excited about that. So thank you guys for joining us. My name is Brandon Ivey, Global with Shopping Sherlock. Here is that video, and I'll see you in 6 hours. God bless. Bye-bye.